last time you just stopped and looked at a tree? And I mean, really look at it. When was the last time you just stopped?
Now, we'll get Derby 7. Back watch Derby. I've already just seen these probably a good deal. I hope you're having a good night.
Devin was all wet. She's going completely and destabilized. Any person that I've seen in the flesh in this lifetime, it's still a chance to go against the beast. Everyone else fought this fight against the beast. Everyone was killed. All things people with him killed.
Alien cookies. Milos grows alien cookies.
Because they stole from it. That's the truth. That's enough to go to war.
Shout out Derby 7. Give a little clip. I posted it. Dempsey legend.
We know. We fought it. It's known. Jeff Wyland, JP Morgan Chase, Uncle Ben, meeting. We know this. So, they stole from all of us. We should be able to go into a court and be like, go to JP Morgan, we got like $60 trillion right now.
Knives? All my knives are like
Reconcile.
razor sharp.
You see how that works? That's the truth.
Those easy like sharpeners. I mean, fucking diamond sharpener.
Practice on the other side.
Really good product.
Yeah. Some cat that
You
lives
missed
and
it
dies.
when I showed. Really good.
based on Iran. It just set ashore. It ain't too much money. Other people do, these kids do, they short, it's a mechanism. You're allowed to do it, still people. And like credit unions do it. They take away all the things. They just make the exchange. So Iran says all the U.S. bases are within them. This is an open threat. This means, I'm not saying now, if Israel strikes Iran, we're going to get hit. Like one of our bases, it could be here at home. They could put the lights out. Straight up. We could all go into motion because of Israel. What the? The same good. We know this. We're not. Again, one rep. Fact. Not some big decay. Right, by the same hand.
Something pretty crazy is going on in America.
I've seen this for decades now. Sick. I've seen the same enemy behind the scraps. And I'm like, same level of time. Problem is, I don't know the shit right.
Who knows?
Iran says it's got a ton of documents showing Israel. We all know Israel's done. We got the defensive weapons.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, ah, ah. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Stop shocking. What's that like? Sound. Not too hard to anyway. Frozen. Frozen? No.
And they want to say Iran can't. And Iran's like, that's garbage. If you can, we can. We got a right to defend ourselves, and that's the argument they take to the UN. Remember, the UN had an international criminal freaking warrant on Netanyahu's head. Remember, Israel overthrew the base that's not Mount Carmel. Landed. It's developed. It took the whole area over. They're doing like their own thing. It doesn't make it clear. No dismantle the WHO, the UN, any other organization. Like, who's gonna stop them with this? Who's gonna stop them besides the high ground? Why separate the
That.
So, it's worth the roll of overnight strikes and capture collected by Russia is pounding Ukraine,
Quality.
and they're advancing. Israel transfers more U.S. Patriot missiles down to Ukraine. This might harm ties between the two. Look at one stage. And don't forget, just last week, the first batch of Patriot missiles, they got sent there, they got smashed. That's why they're sending more. They're going to get smashed. Why are they going to get smashed? Because Russia's hitting them with hypersonic missiles, and we can't stop it. They've not done it once. Not our baddest Patriots done it yet. In terms of the battlefields of the world and everything else, the Russians have shown us it's like lava falling like lightning from the skies. It's hypersonic. And that's just with conventional artillery. If they strap a freaking nuke on the tip of one of these things, it's over. You ain't even seen it yet. And I think the best odds of seeing it is in Ukraine. It's right now in the center. They telegraphed it. It's just waiting there to happen. The mushroom cloud and the Chinese overthrow. Okay? And Russia is talking about fully advancing all the way across the country. Straight up. Why? Because it's NATO. And what is NATO and their chief saying? They want a 400% increase in Europe's air defenses and spending. These states are not that Europe, the EU, these goons, for whatever reason here on this world stage, they're pushing as hard as can be to go to war with Russia. They're going to catch a nuke for the trouble, I'm telling you. They may
Anybody there?
wipe out
Oh, shit,
Moscow a
someone
little bit,
there.
but Moscow's not going to go down that far.
Oh, I got something to show you.
Russia says
Legend.
Zelensky's refusal
You are
to
one luck
compromise is going
legend.
to lead to more territorial loss, meaning Russia's going to keep advancing. And what you say here, they're at the knife, and the offensive begins. They're pushing west, man. They're going to push right past Kiev, into Kiev. They're going to follow this whole thing, and I hate to say it, like, innocent
CBD.
people are going to die in mass when the bigger cities get hit. They need to
Almost keep going.
They're trying to push them all the way over to a small, skinny little strip in the western part of Ukraine. And if Ukraine had any senses about them, if they even wanted to stay in existence, all the way up to Kiev, they would start compromising right now. But, like, they don't trust Zelensky at all. They can't even strike a deal. Look, Trump done tried, couldn't even get it done. This is not over. This is super hot and probably more tense than any other part of that. A lot of these war they really are. The fact that any moment Israel had jets take off the tarmac here just an hour or so ago, 2 hours ago. Could strike Iran any moment. Okay? Russia could get hit by a salvo we've never seen, or they could deliver it. Either way it goes,
Another one.
right here. These two huge hot war fronts on the world stage can affect everything. We could get attacked
Better.
on the back end of this
5 pop.
because Ukraine is our proxy war. We
3
all know it.
team up.
Okay? You know, we back
One
Israel, they drop
punch
bombs
shit.
on Iran. Everybody knows it.
But I got
So
that
who
up. First
is
one.
the one fueling both fronts? Us. You don't think we're not going to get hit? This is stupid. Stupidest thing. You cut the head of us. All those countries would love to see us fall. Then add China, the big ass area. We're done. We're set up.
Yeah.
Our own people set this up. Just like Ron Brown. It's
People
set
that-
up. China's also got a new AI warfare. They train cyber soldiers to do what? To target American infrastructure. Rooms and rooms full of like this is about to happen. Chinese dudes trained by the CCP. What are they doing? All of it. They're practicing targeting our infrastructure. You know, like Whole Foods just got hit. You know, like the electric grid, the water, all these things. frozen. They're showing you, dropping the seed out there. There's a well-known animal out there that wants to take us down in their animal. And if you put the setup, if this was like a really, real life, whatever you want to call it, like where your government actually cared and wanted to defend this country and all this, like months ago, we would have had stories of them raiding, raiding these properties, rounding up the Chinese, and it would be the top of the list. They would be doing everything in their power to replace stuff that they've got back and all this. They are absolutely doing nothing. Which tells me, huge red flag, it's about to go down. Someone's going to take the blame. It was all meant to be this way. You've been sold out. That's how it all happens. It's the public truth. It is the new world order. And that brings me to a close for another stream here tonight. Man, so much going on. You never know what's going to be next. Markets could be rocked. Could get rocked. Again, traditionally, some of these markets pull back when there's strikes. This is like an extra Iran tax with the barrage and stuff. Again, the market will have a knee-jerk reaction. Again, panic. So just be prepared. Mr. Controls is disguised for me. Just look at that smart ass any hand want some, could get some. You want to see me in the flesh and get some. I run these streets. I ain't hard to find. I've been doing it for years. You can be a righteous one. Grab the camera, hit the streets. Do it righteously. Make those righteous ones.
And we got this out, so we might have to go to that.
Much love, God bless everybody.
We are going to have some fun of it.
I love you guys. We're not promised tomorrow. One of these days. One of these days. All of us together. It's going to be a weird feeling too if like power right there is like half the country's like in happy 11 what's that? It's just going to be crazy if this event goes down and like most of the country's down. If I'm live streaming it and like there's like the whole country's like out. And there's what like less than a dozen people on the stream, like the world is streaming from work. With all the infrastructures. Even if I got Starlink and I can still connect, what if the servers on the ground lose power? Do it. It's literally dead as a cat. It's just cool. Think about some of these things. I have a plan for this. It doesn't have to be I'm the church, there's warehouses full of Chinese ready to pull a switch. They're probably doing it right here in this country. It's such a sight. Good luck getting your Trumpers to blame the Gentile Messiah. That's why I pray for the real Messiah to return and to prophecy to bring the end times. I got it in here for it too, so it's let's get this trip on. it's very typical. If you're gonna get out there, let's think I can't even afford this. I mean, seriously, so I see, I can't even put that time. I did. You're like, look out. Yeah, like, it's good to think on. Like, I can't do any of the things that I want to do. I can't go help the homeless tonight. Pick army vets up off the street all across this country, house them, and then introduce them to you and have them train you how to fight for protect. I can't do none of that. I'm ready to sit here with my hands tied. Can't do nothing. But I'm done with this. We can sit here and talk. I'm ready for action. There needs to be action. And if I can provide action, you can't see people come and go.
What is to do, man? It's just sitting and train. Let's just do this. Like, I've done conferences, get together, I've done everything one person can do. Try to fix it. I've done things.
As far as any other people out there stepping up to the plate, yeah, they're scared to touch it. Scared to do anything, scared to save his country, scared to do anything.
Triple J, give it.
We need to help people organize, much less have some veteran patriots training the youth on how to shoot a gun and how to survive.
Shocking connections.
And that right there is why this country dies. So yeah, that's a fact. A higher power is watching. And I won't have to say much when I die, when my soul gets judged. I'll say this one, hit play. You'll see what I did with my life. I tried to rally troops. I tried to rally. I did everything I could. Everything. Could you see the same? Much love, my comments. I hollered at you earlier, man. I wish I could join you. I love it.
And a Babcast. Love this fucking music. Testing.
John. Colin.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if that's much better or what.
you in the bush sometimes. So if you're ever in the bush walking and you hear this hoot, hoot, that's me. That's me. Hope you enjoyed the stream rewatches. Excuse me. Things I'm a rewatcher streamer, I guess. Because I was exactly right. I got like 15. When I went and looked, there was 15 views. Can't make it up. My last stream, I said. Yep. There'll be like 10 to 15. I said 13. 10 to 15. What I said. We had one or two drop in. I've got a like, but I don't know if that's actually myself. Sometimes I like my own shit. I don't know if I did that, but I don't know. Did I do that? Well, I've liked it now. Indeed. Well, very. Well, I mean, it's Melbourne City. What I got at? There's a lot of Qatari, isn't it? Is it worth it? Let's give that a crack, eh? Catchy music. Shout out to the watchers. Got that music down. Drop in and we've got 31 minutes. What might you do? Oh, yeah, got it.
Hi guys, here going Canberra before today, back with another video about what is buried underneath Melbourne and Sydney and all of Australia. And this article pretty much tells us that Melbourne has had enough parts to sell it. Get into that. So, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for joining me.
So this is the page, and it says trip on the page, unexpected buried parts in Melbourne. This photo here, this is from 9.2, and basically its use in spades. Iron with securing the testing laws since 1865. That's where Melbourne has a European settlement that existed over that. And so here's a picture of some of the artifacts that they found.
Look at that, Azazel.
Body and some of the others. Look at for example glass. Looks like that. Very fine. Jezza Chronic. Casting into darkness and covered up with jet. Book of Enoch, a text excluded from the Bible and long suppressed, describes the fate of one fearsome angel, Azazel. Find Azazel hand and foot, the text reads, cast him into darkness and cover him with jagged rocks. According to this millennia-old account, Azazel and his rebel brethren were entombed in the desert dungeon to wait for Judgment Day. The Bible itself hints at this mystery. In the New Testament, we're told of angels who were kept in chains under gloomy darkness until the day of judgment. That's in the book of Jude. Who are these chained beings, you might ask? And why did early Jewish and Christian writers speak of imprisoned angels? Could one of those prisons be hidden right under modern-day Jerusalem? When the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered in 1937, scholars were stunned to find fragments of the Book of Enoch and other ancient writings, such as the Book of Genesis, that echoed this tale of the watchers, angels punished beneath the depths of the earth. For centuries, texts like this have been considered heretical. They were locked away in secret archives and nobody was allowed to see them. Scholars even doubted their existence and their authenticity. And that makes you wonder, what truths were too dangerous for us to know? What did the ancients try to warn us about? And what is under the ground that we walk in? You see, all the church fathers, all of them, believed in this narrative. They believed in fallen angels. They believed in the Book of Enoch. But something happened where the Catholic Church removed it. And they said it was too dangerous for people to read. They wanted to separate themselves from the supernatural reality of the world that we live in. But why? Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, revered by millions and perhaps the site of the cosmic prison. According to legend, King Solomon himself knew these dark forces. With God's blessing, Solomon built the first temple, not only a place for worship, but as a sanctuary against evil. Some tales even say that Solomon commanded demons to help him construct the temple's foundation. And that's not all. In the Apocryphal Testament of Solomon, the wise king boasts, quote, and I sealed the demon and set him to work at stone cutting, so that he might cut the stones for the temple, end quote. I sealed the demon, he said. Think about that. Solomon, wielding a God-given ring, bound supernatural beings and forced them into labor, and perhaps into confinement. Could it be that Solomon built a great chamber beneath the temple, a gate, or even a vault to lock away the worst of these enemies, a gate that was so perilous it had to be sealed forever? Some researchers actually speculate that this may be the case, that the very site of the temple was chosen over a deep, pre-existing abyss, maybe a portal to Tartarus, the same abyss mentioned in Enoch where Azazel was cast down, and if that's not enough for it, it's as if the Temple Mount itself is a capstone over hell. Even the rituals of Israel hint at something lurking beyond the gate. In ancient times, each year on Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, the high priest would symbolically pass sins of the people onto a scapegoat and led this goat for Azazel out of the temple through the eastern gate into the wilderness to die. Imagine that, a goat literally sent to Azazel, the eastern point, the one directly facing the Mount of Olives, was the gateway from the holy precinct to the desolation beyond. It led out to the desert, to the realm where Azazel was believed to be banished. They drove the sins and perhaps the influence of Azazel out of Jerusalem's sanctum through that very door. What are the odds of that? None.
Pack your cane, bro.
Was this just ritual symbolism, as some scholars believe, or really understand that something real lay down beneath their feet, and it was hungry for release. That's the question we're asking today, folks. Here's the thing. There is a gate on the Temple Mount's eastern wall. It's been bricked up and it's full organ if you look at it. It's called the Golden Gate. In Hebrew it's called Sherahan HaSharim, the Gate of Mercy. In Arabic it's called Bab al-Dinbari. In Arabic it's called Bab al-Dabab. And through this gate, ancient tradition says that divine presence once entered the temple. And through this gate, the Messiah will one day return. And by Messiah, we mean the Antichrist himself. This is the gate he will walk through on the rebuilt third temple. Now, perhaps it's no coincidence that this gate is sealed thick in stone. Just look at the picture. In fact, it has been closed for nearly 5 centuries. History tells us that in 1541, I believe it is, Sultan Ptolemy the Magnificent, he sealed the Golden Gate completely. Why? Nobody knows. He built a cemetery in front of it as if to guard it with a burial of the dead. Interesting. Officially, he was preventing the rabble from entering the city and stopping Jewish messianic prophecy. He didn't want the Antichrist to come, so he sealed the gate. But maybe there could have been another reason, an unspoken fear of what lies beneath that gate. Who might try to come through from the other side, or should I say from underground. Every conqueror of Jerusalem has sensed something unusual about this place. The Crusaders, the Ottomans, the British, all conducted secret digs and surveys on the Temple Mount. Whispers from the Crusader era hint that the Knights Templar, while tunneling under the Temple Mount, found more than just buried treasure. Some say they uncovered cryptic scrolls and even a black archway deep underground. According to legend, the Templars sealed up the archway and ran back in terror. Its secret carried back to the Vatican to be hidden from the world forever, and it remains locked up in the Vatican vaults to this day. Now, is this just a myth? Who knows? Perhaps. Maybe it is, but also maybe it isn't, because when you connect it to all these other things, it starts to paint a bigger picture. The evidence of something hidden is undeniable. You see, in 1909, a British adventurer named Montague Parker led a clandestine expedition under the Temple Mount. He was hunting for the Ark of the Covenant, along with other mysteries. He went there under the cover of darkness. He went there in the middle of the night. His team snuck into ancient passageways because they were closed off. But they snuck in. They searched for Solomon's secrets with a pickaxe and a lantern, because that's all they had back then, right? Then one night, something mysterious happened. The men reportedly heard a rumbling from the bowels of the earth. While they were in the tunnel, all the stones started to shift. The ground quaked. They panicked, and the diggers, they dropped their tools, their lanterns, and they fled. They ran away. And the next morning, Jerusalem awoke to rumors that the Brits had angered something below the Holy Mountain. The Ottoman authorities hushed it up, and Parker's crew quietly slipped out of the country, never to return to Jerusalem. They left in such a quick fashion that they abandoned all their equipment inside the tunnels. They just left it there. And that begs the question, what did they disturb in those dark tunnels under the mount? The world has never been told. A serious underground rumbling around Jerusalem. English expedition vanishes overnight. Was it an earthquake or a curse? But that wasn't the last incident. Far from it. As the decades passed, the nations battled over Jerusalem and the gate of Azazel remained hidden. It remained sealed, but not forgotten, because in 1967, Israel takes control of the old city. And almost immediately, archaeologists and rabbis began probing the underground secrets. Age-old tunnels, chambers that have been buried for centuries, and in one such tunnel, along the western wall, a door that had been shut for centuries was rediscovered. It's called the Warning Gate, an ancient entrance to the Temple Mount's interior. Late one night in 1981, Yehuda again secretly opened the passage, attempting to reach the sacred chambers beyond. He and his team step into a hollow space. They feel a rush of dread, and some they were whispered that they had come within meters.
You get the gist. Gotta watch that. And in times, he's changed his name. Times Productions. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have a good time out there. I guess you might try and keep that up, find something that you enjoy doing. I enjoy watching it. Personally, just trying to find something else to watch that's kind of interesting, kind of short. I'm gonna play the rest of that. Actually, I could just play some music the last little bit, and then I'll wrap it up. Oh, we could wrap it up now. 1:44. We did 44 last time. Yeah. I might come back later. You never know. Yeah. Have a good night. You never know. Might drop in somewhere. And say hi myself.